Welcome back, sir.
Ah. So what the forest officials in the world, what they are cautioning us, you don't go for deforestation. Don't destroy the forest for the sake of cultivation. See, a few years back, they warned that we will be affected by drinking water. Water scarcity will be there. That we found and understood. 10 years back, we won't bother about much mineral water. Now it is mineral water is unavoidable concept in our life. The same thing, what they are warning, if you destroy the forest for the sake of food, all the animals will be affected. Because of that, animals living in forest, they are very close to our human beings, so that we are having these kind of infectious diseases. For your kind information, it is very easy to attack the human beings by coronaviruses, but it is very difficult to attack the animals. 200 times it is easy to attack the human beings than the animals. But animals are the carriers of these infections that we understand from the previous years. The AIDS, the CHOP, these are all the viruses because we are affected by animals. So in order to overcome the shortage of food, it is not advisable to destroy the forest. That's what they are telling. So deforestation brings a lot of knowledge to us how to preserve the nature. So we have to go according to the nature. And already I told you about the three important concepts of karma. Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Now I want to tell you about the type of karma, the kinds of karma. There are three kinds of karma. Sanjita, then we can come across these Brahma and Agami. These are all the three types of karma are there. Sanjita, Brahma and Agami. So we can understand what is the meaning of karma, that is actions or deeds of present and past, sum total. So it is our duty to safeguard ourselves, our generations, and the future generations. Our actions and deeds should be perfect, appreciable, to be patronized by all. And we should not give room for that or other bad concepts. Retribution we should not allow. But at the same time, we have to understand the cause and effect, action and reaction, and compensation. Now, when we do the actions, that actions will be the past actions will be known as Sanjita. Past actions I am telling. That is like stored grains. If we cultivate paddy in the paddy fields and we are storing that paddy, that is the grains, in a big storage, and it is our duty to store the grains to eat nowadays at present, and also we have to think about to cultivate so that we can eat so long. So it is a must to store the grain. Like that, it is a must to lead a good life, to lead a righteous life, to lead a fruitful life, storing good karma, storing good deeds ought to be needed. See, the karma, the actions and deeds can be either physical or mental. Physical, giving physical help, and also mental. Mental in the concept, our thoughts should be perfect, our words should be perfect, and these should be beneficial to others. So it is our duty we should have stored good deeds in the past from the past itself. See, now you can understand the people are raising hue and cry that we are not getting money. Please, the government, give us money. Asking is no harm. But as an ordinary human being, we should have followed the concepts of karma. We should have voice breaking. So many times this voice is breaking. So we should have Is it okay now? Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it's clear, sir, now.
We could have anticipated these kind of difficulties. Our life would not have been the better process. We have to anticipate that our life would be having the better also. We should have saved some money for the difficult situation. We can't blame others because in yoga we believe self. So if we would have saved some money, then this pandemic period would have been more helpful to us. So Sanjita we can't forget. The same thing, Brahta. Brahta means at present, the accumulation of good deeds would be more helpful at present. That is, if you have stored the grain during the concept of Sanjita, now you can get the grains and you can cook the food for the present scenario, for the present period. If we would not store the grains, we have to suffer with poverty, with hunger. So the second concept is brata. Now we can easily cook and enjoy if we would have stored the grains, if we would have stored the good deeds. The third point is agami. Agami is meant for future. If you would have stored the grains during the fast of Sanjita, this agami concept also, this time also, you can take out the needed grains and you can cultivate so that we can get more grains for future. So these three aspects that you have to keep it in your mind. That is what I told Sanjita, Brahma, and me. Our good actions would be equivalent to Sanjita. For Brahma, we have to use that past deeds as well as we have to do at present the good deeds. I am very happy to tell most of Faculty of Yoga Sciences and Therapy students and scholars, you have done a lot for the society, not only during the lockdown period, and also you had so many awareness programs on account of International Day of Yoga. We feel proud of you. It is our pride to tell. Many of them you have involved either in this category or that category. So it is our duty. It should come automatically. You should not get any command or any advice or any suggestion. It is a born quality, innate quality to help others. So these three aspects that you have to keep it in your mind. So far I have discussed about the meaning of karma, the characteristics of karma, what are all the forces of karma, what are all the types of the laws of karma, and what are all the strong powers of karma, and what are all the types of karma, and finally what we are going to see, the law of karma in general. The law of karma means it is not very easy to do every good thing at one birth, or it is not very easy for you to be like a prophet, like Jesus, Lord Shiva, Buddha, Mahavira, Nabigal. It will take scores and scores of births. You have to come across so many births. You have to evaluate yourself. Evolution should be there. After a long, many times of birth, one day there you will get and you will become a prophet. Prophets are equivalent to gods. That means godlike qualities they are having. 44 siddhis they can do. as they like to safeguard the society. For your kind information, you know very well that there are 84 lakhs of asanas, 128 of 8 of pranayama practices, as told by Krishnamacharya. There are 112 meditational techniques as advocated by Lord Shiva and Osho, that we know. For your kind information, and we knew some of the prophets yesterday. There is a difference between prophets and priests. Priests are different from prophets. Prophets are superior than priests. Rational qualities they will have. Rational qualities they will advocate, prophets. They won't bother about religion. They won't bother about whether they're getting good name or not. Bad name. Whatever they think it is good, they will propagate. They will tell you. That's what they became prophets. They won't make you to be a slave to them. But priests, they will make you to be a slave. Priests will tell you there are so many rituals are there. You have to follow. If you want to attain equivalent to God, or if you want to be with the God, you have to follow certain superstitious beliefs and rituals. Prophets won't tell like that. Even we can become a prophet. So we have to aim to become a prophet. You know very well. If our thoughts are less, if our breaths are less, and if our telomere is in good lengthy condition, if our brain parts are pure, if our genes, proteins, hormones, blood vessels and cells, if they are very pure and in perfect action, we also can become a prophet. For your kind information, at present, there are 2,40,000 prophets are in the world. 2,40,000 prophets are in the world. At present, you can become a prophet. You can be. It is not that much audible. You can also become a prophet. Is it audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you also can become a prophet. That is, you can be one among the 2,40,001. You can be. It is not that much difficult. That's what American research findings show. If you do yogic practices for 15 weeks, you can attain samadhi state and you can become a prophet. So in that sense, what the law of karma tells, you have to cultivate yourself in good actions and deeds after many more births, one day or other you can be like a godly person. That's what Grandashtami tells. It is very easy to be like a godly person if you excel in pranayama practice. That we can understand. So now we know all these concepts. Now we understand, we no need to worry if we have at bad times. We no need to tell it is because of destiny. It is because of my bad time. It is because of my fate. Don't tell. No need to tell. You can change that destiny. That's what we have to understand. We have to change that destiny. We can. The only thing is we have to understand ourselves. We should know who am I. That's what Upanishads say. It won't be helpful if you read thousands of books. That reading of thousands of books won't be helpful. If you understand yourself, if you understand yourself, that is equivalent to more than thousands of books reading. That's what Upanishads tell. Tattvam Asi. You are that. You are the God. So it is our duty to understand ourselves. And it is very easy. It is the right time of this COVID-19 pandemic period. Knowingly or unknowingly, it helps us to understand us, what we are, why we are. You might have known about Einstein, the great scientist. Once at the end of his era, what he told, I spent too much of my time in inventing the research findings of outer world. I gave benefit to outer world. I spent most of my time to invent through my research works for outer world. But I didn't concentrate on my inner self. I couldn't devote much to my inner position. That's what he bothers. So it is our duty to understand the self-effort. You have to have self-effort. You have to analyze yourself. You have to introspect yourself. That's what we call as Purushastra. We have to understand. So in order to understand ourselves, in set right the things in right condition, we might have done so many bad things. We might have done not concentrating on total well-being. You know, at least today, at the present moment, you concentrate and you do yogic practices that will reset your concept, your life. That's what scientists are telling. If you do 1 week's pranayama, if you do 1 week meditation, if you take 1 week the sattvic diet, your genes will be getting reactivated. In that sense, because of this reactivation, we can separate our karma also. So at this juncture, let us rededicate ourselves to yogic practices. By doing yogic practices, by having good sleep, by getting enough vitamin D products, by exposing ourselves to natural light, by taking the correct nutritious food, definitely we can set our total well-being and we can rededicate ourselves to the cause of the betterment of the society. So we can promote the concepts of karma in ourselves and we can help the society to flourish like anything. These are all the concepts that I want to tell you at this juncture. Let us follow and let us be a good yogi or yogini so that we can enlighten the whole world for prosperity. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir. Now the session is open for interaction. You may ask your doubts,
Thank you, sir.
get clarified. Any doubts from the participants, please?
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Valli, sir. Sir,
Tell me.
Sanjita Karmam, Prarabdha Karmam, Ahamya Karmam, sir. According to Sanjita Karmam, if our karmas is good, நம்ம மாத்த முடியுமா சார் சஞ்சித கர்மத்தை? நம்ம கர்மா குட்டா இருந்தா அந்த சஞ்சித கர்மத்தை நம்மளால சேஞ்ச் பண்ண முடியுமா சார்?
இந்த சஞ்சீத கர்மானா நம்ம நல்லது பண்ணி அதை ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி இருக்கிறது. நான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா, அப்படி ஸ்டோர் பண்ணலன்னு வைங்களேன், அல்லது இப்ப கூட நம்மளோட பிராப்தம் சரியில்லைன்னு வைங்களேன், இப்ப கூட நம்ம ஆகமியை பத்தி நம்ம நினைச்சு பார்க்கலன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், after these concepts known, we can rededicate ourselves. இன்னையில இருந்தாவது நம்ம என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? நல்ல காரியங்களை பண்ணி நம்ம இன்னும் அதை நம்மளை மேன்மைப்படுத்திக்க முடியும்னு பார்க்கணும். So no need to worry about the past. Let us think about the future. But at least from the day onwards,
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Let us rededicate ourselves.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions now? Please unmute yourself and ask the doubts.
Okay, if there is no doubt, then we will meet tomorrow.
Thank you so very much, sir, for having blessed us with this session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.